Well, hey everybody, I am filming today again from the Cassavant house here in Northern Virginia. I am cooking for Liza, their little girl, and Lydia Grace is here with me. She's doing some summer work to help keep her on top of things for when we start back to school in just a few weeks, actually about a month. Forgive me if I seem a little bit distracted as I go today, and you may see me step away from the screen a little bit. I hope you don't mind. But I kind of have to kill two birds with one stone. I mean, you know, it just is what it is. So, I literally have not had an opportunity. See what I'm making? It's eggs with flax meal, cheese, and olive oil. But I honestly have not had an opportunity to even turn on the video camera this week since my last video from my 30-day health challenge on, I think it was like Monday or Tuesday was the last day. Hang on, pause. Silly me. Guess what? There's a pause button. Ha! Who'd have thunk? So, oh my goodness. What a day. So, anyway, I'm here and I am preparing the meals for Miss Liza, and one of my favorite things to do while I cook for her is I pray over the meals, and it is something like this. And just keep in mind, again, this is not for me. This is is for the glory of God. And just so you kind of get a little snippet of what my life is like, because for some reason people want to know. Haven't quite figured that out yet. But you know, it is what it is. Not very many people, just a couple, really, just a couple. But I have had a couple, you know, really miss seeing your videos and would love for you to share more. Kind of thing. And so I just thought I would take this time and update you a little bit. So again, forgive me for possibly seeming a little bit distracted, but I'm pretty good at doing a couple of different things at once. And I do my best thinking when I'm cooking. So the cool thing is that I'm just going to talk and say what I'm thinking. The Lord, may the meditations of my mouth, may the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be pleasing to you, O Lord. And Father, I just lift up this dear sweet family to you and pray blessings over them and pray healing over their daughter, Liza. So, this week has been an incredibly tough week, to say the least, for me personally, on a personal level. My body seems to be a little slow in receiving the new thyroid medication. I don't say that as a discouragement for anyone, of course, because I really do believe I'm still on the right, better path here. Because over time, what I hope and what I believe is going to happen is my body's just going to wake up to it one day. But when you've been on a certain thing for 18 years, you have leaky gut syndrome that doesn't really want you to absorb anything, which is one of the things I have going on. It makes it really difficult. Now, you may have heard the medical term for leaky gut syndrome as gut permeability. And basically, it is exactly what it sounds like. My gut is not absorbing the nutrients, medications, food correctly, and it actually spills nutrients into my bloodstream and makes me feel pretty crappy more often than not. Hold tight. So, I'm back. I just had to go pour up a pancake. So basically, I've just felt really sluggish all week. My stomach has been very unhappy. And I'm still struggling with the yeast. after a 10-day run on diflucan, which is supposed to kill it, is still sticking around. So I have a call in to my new physician, and we'll see what they have to say about it. I'm going to try an old remedy that my pediatrician back in Georgia told me when I was a little girl, and was already having trouble with yeast. He told me to take baths in apple cider vinegar and eat bacoodles of yogurt. Well, since I can't have yogurt, at least not dairy yogurt, I bought myself some coconut milk yogurt, and it actually has even more probiotics in it than the milk yogurt, or cow's milk yogurt. So when I get home, that is my plan. I'm going to take an Epsom salt, an apple cider vinegar bath, and add some of my essential oils to it, like lavender and some lemon and maybe even some peppermint, just for something different, and because they all have the ability to support different systems in my body. And y'all, there's just nothing better, I'm just telling you, than adding essential oils to your life. I am going to share with you at this point that I have been a Young Living distributor for essential oils, but I've not been selling it up until recently. And I really had no plans to. I know my sponsor is probably going to watch this, so hi sponsor. I don't know if you want me to share your name or not yet, and I may have already done that with my Hashimoto's brain. We're just going to call it Hashi from now on. So if you hear me talking about Hashi, I'm not talking about a dog or a movie that Richard Gere was in, which I think it was actually called Hachi. I'm talking about this booger bear that's in my body wreaking havoc, and I'm telling it where it can go on a regular basis. It is what it is. So I'd like to say that I'm really not sure what this business is going to look like for me. You know, I've done so many other different direct sales businesses in an attempt to provide, to help provide for our family, so that I can be more present in the home. And without naming names, they've just not really worked for me. Probably more because I'm not the most disciplined individual, and I like to have someone kind of telling me what to do, to be quite honest with you. And I like deadlines, and I'm not real good at necessarily setting them and keeping them for myself, because I'll do this silly little thing, especially if my Hashimoto's is acting up and I'm just really tired. I'll say, we call it the Scarlett O'Hara syndrome in my family, and I don't mean anything by that on a racial level. For those of you who might take offense to that, Gone with the Wind reference, I don't mean anything by it negatively, other than Scarlett O'Hara in the movie Gone with the Wind was an extreme procrastinator. And she said something kind of like this: "Oh, I don't want to think about that today. I'll think about that tomorrow." Well, one of the things that I've learned the hard way the last few years is that tomorrow may never come. And so one of my biggest challenges is becoming disciplined and learning to do and listen to what the Lord is telling me to do, and how to respond on a daily basis, because tomorrow may not come. Not that you should live your life in fear. That's not what I'm suggesting. But you should live your life, I think, first of all, in a way that pleases God, and with the idea in mind that you may not get tomorrow to share with that person, or to say I love you, or to give them a hug, or to say I just missed you. You just may not. And so you embrace what you have in front of you, and you look towards the future with a positive outlook. And that's kind of how I've been rolling. I admit I've not done it very well some days, because my nature is to put it off till tomorrow. But I think it is something that is really growing me, and I am so excited about what God is doing in my life and in the life of my family and our community and beyond, because He is ever present. And we can either choose to look at all the yuck and the gunk and the muck and get stuck up in it, or we can choose to look for the positive. And it is out there, and it's waiting for you to embrace. So let me move on down the road and finish these pancakes, and I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Don't forget to check out Oola.com. I just saw an email today where the two guys that started it have come out with a book, Oola for Women. And it really is just celebrating other women and the challenges that they're going through, their triumphs, and how they're embracing this whole idea of living a life in a state of awesomeness and expecting awesome to happen, and what God is doing with that in their lives. So if you get a chance, look it up. And I would like to say that if you've tuned in again and you're willing to stick it out with me, we'll just be on a roll. So today is Friday. It's July 22nd, and it's going to be another Oola day.